But anyway, man, so I actually want to go back to these United States of Miami, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we talk about people and kind of what they have going on in their life, this is built up from a lot of things that's going on in the past. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I want to just kind of get an understanding from you. When you think back to your earlier years, your earlier life, you know, your family, your church community, even, what was this view that you had on, you know, entrepreneurship? What is this view that you had on money, right? What is the relationship you had with it? And how did that affect how you grew up, and also how your process to become an entrepreneur was along that journey?
Man, I don't think I've ever talked about this on a podcast. It's so funny. But my mentor, shouts out to Trell Long. She's literally been my mentor since I was like 13 years old. And she always jokes like she knew me when my mom was pregnant, right? So it's so funny how like life, just the circle of life works. But I remember when I was around 12, 13, she was an accountant, is an accountant for a really popular church in Miami. And she was like, we're going to do an investment club. I would like to teach young people about money management and investment. And so I think I came up with the name. I'm pretty sure that I mean, my sister will be watching this and she'll be able to verify. But I love acronyms. So it was called YELAMADIMM, bro.
Yeah, YELAMADIMM.
YELAMADIMM. All right. So it stands for, and this is like, Lord have mercy, like 20 years ago. It stands for Young Entrepreneurs Learning and Making a Difference in Money Management. YELAMADIMM. I could go like trademark.
YELAMADIMM. That's pretty fire. You know, I have another friend who loves acronyms, and they literally love creating these 17 word acronyms. I'm like, at this point, you know, we probably need to come up with a different name. Actually, kind of long, but YELAMADIMM actually sounds pretty good. That actually sounds like it's a good word, like somebody would start using. Like, you know,
yo, man, I might need to. This is a business podcast, so might need to trademark that. I don't know.
Trademark that, right?
Hey.
You know, okay.
Well, yeah, man. So we started that when I was like 12, 13 years old. And I just remember just being excited to learn about things I didn't know about budget and, you know, interest and things of that sort. So I remember when I was going to college, fast forward a couple years later, I remember I was going to college and I know I didn't want to be in debt. I mean, college, you know, just throwing this out. I have debt now, but I remember I was like, okay, I need to get scholarships. You know, my mom always, you know, I have a black mama. Like, you got a black mama, man. And my mom said, you know, I have 4 children and, you know, college is expensive. So you guys need to get an academic, athletic, band scholarship, community scholarship. Do what you can. She told that to all of her children. So I knew that I was going to get a band scholarship. And that was, you know, another introduction into money management, like having people pay for you, whether it's education, whether it is a mentorship, a shadowing thing, whether it's an apprenticeship type of situation. So that was just a thought in my mind. And then fast forward a couple years later, I just remember being in college and just knowing, or maybe it was before college. I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know what. I didn't know when. I didn't know any of the details, but it's something inside me from that inception of YELAMADIMM. It was like, yo, bro, you are going to be doing some great things. You were going to be an entrepreneur. But it was always in the back of my mind, but I just never knew the specifics of it until like years later.